Hello, hello. Wait, let me check if I'm live already. 1 second. So, how are you? How's your weekend so far? It's like the whole world is entering what do we call a slowdown mode as we are. It's already the year end, the last month of the year, and as the world entering the new year soon, you know, everybody's slowing down and enjoying your life, taking a break, celebrating, or just spending time with family, which is good. All right. So, but nonetheless, we're still going on, and and this is a season where Facebook advertising can be quite volatile. Like the other day, I just advised my client who is running lead generation ads in the States, in the United States, and to actually pause the campaign because we saw our cost per result jump by, I think, almost 5 times. Used to be a very, very cheap leads cost per lead, and it jumped up to 5 times higher cost than the usual cost per lead. So but however, when we checked the CTR and CPM, it was pretty decent. We were still getting as many clicks, but we were not getting the lead. So the hypothesis built around this was people are not ready to be contacted right now. They are actually interested in your ad and stuff, but then they are not ready to be contacted because they probably will be traveling soon or any reasons that stops them from submitting or committing. So if you're facing this kind of situation, you've got to really check your campaign. And if it's the time that you actually have to take a break, I would actually recommend to take a break because no point spending money while it's not getting you the result that you want. Might as well like we just retreat for now. And maybe next year when we start in 2024, we start strong by spending a little bit more as usual. I mean, than usual. So that actually kind of like is the kind of flexibility that we want to maintain in our campaign as well. So yeah, you got to watch your campaign. Okay, so yeah, welcome back. This is Ask Jason Anything. I can see myself live over here. And if this is the first time you see me, my name is Jason from Malaysia. I'm a Facebook ads optimization strategist. And I mainly work with Facebook advertisers from all around the world to, like achieve better result with their Facebook advertising activities. So if you're running ads and you want to take your campaign to the next level, feel free to reach out to me. We have an optimization program where I will work with you one-on-one to, like draw a plan. I'll work with you step by step to get, like to take your campaign to the next level. So this is an exercise that is done with you. At the same time, it actually works as a, like a knowledge transfer process where the whole idea here is I want to equip you as a Facebook advertiser to be able to gain the kind of insights and eyes to really see your campaign and spot the optimization opportunities and do this your own in the future. So yeah, so that's the thing that we do, right? Reach out to me and I will send you the link to, apply for the optimization program. So what I do here is I actually answer questions about Facebook advertising every week. So this is what we call the Ask Jason Anything session. So if you have Facebook ads related questions, the first thing I want you to do is please go to my YouTube channel. Okay, just search for Jason Gunn on YouTube, and you'll see my YouTube channel. Try to search for an answer on my YouTube channel because I've actually posted over 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel answering questions mainly. So yeah, I probably have answered something similar to what the problem that you have or the challenge that you're facing right now. If you can actually find one, then off you go, fix your problem and move on with your journey. But if you can't find an answer that is relevant to you, all you need to do is just post your question as a comment on my YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick them up and I'll answer them live like this on the following week. So I'm going to show you how I answer questions from my like audiences on my YouTube channel. But yeah, the whole idea here is just come back on the following Sunday to listen to my answers. But if you have something really urgent that like you need one-on-one attention, you want to really get me to talk to you and look at your situation and give you personalized recommendation on anything, all you need to do is you can scan this QR code, okay, and it will take you to my Fiverr gig and buy me a dinner. And from there, you'll be given a link to schedule a 30-minute Zoom call with me. And that's where we will spend one-on-one 30 minutes to look into your situation, your challenges and all that, and to fix your problem on Facebook advertising. So scan this QR code and I look forward to work with you. So I'm going to go through some of the questions available over here. But if you have any questions, if you're watching this live, feel free to pop your question in the chat. Once I go through all these questions that I captured on my channel last week, I'll go back to your questions in the chat session. Okay. Now, all right. So this first question coming from Baguio family. Okay. So it says, you have boosted your post to fill out the details before clicking and link it to your Gcash. But after that, nothing happened. Okay, which you view your post is suspected it was the word sponsored on it, but you can't see sponsored. So what would you do to get refund for your payment? So basically, here's the thing, right? When you're boosting a post, you are entering a simplified version of Facebook Ads Manager, which is on the page level. So all you need to do is you just go back to your page on the left sidebar or somewhere, look for advertising center or something like that. And it will take you to a panel where you can see all your active or inactive advertisement, including Boost. Boost is an ad, right? So from there, you can actually see how much you have spent, how many people you have reached, and so on and so forth. All the details will be there. And alternatively, you can also go into the Facebook Ads Manager. And then after that, you can see all the details in there. Okay. Just Google around. There are many ways. There are many videos talking about how to take you into the Ads Manager. So you take it from there. And to really answer your question, if you want a refund from, you see, when it comes to Facebook advertising, it's really difficult to get a refund. First thing first, if you put money into your ad account, which is if you make it a prepaid account, meaning you put money in first, and then after that, like it will spend whatever you have in the account. That kind of money usually you can't get back. There's no refund for that kind of so-called fund added, the advertising fund. So yeah. But if you are talking about if you get hacked and you want to get refund, then that's another story. So I've had a friend who actually went through kind of like a 2 month or 1 month or 2 months exercise because the account was hacked and they spend the money. The hackers spend the money on the credit card, and basically they appeal and it built a case because it's really proven that the ad was not created by them. Excuse me. So they get the money back, but I think the whole process took a while. So yeah, but if you're talking about a prepaid account, you can't get the money back. So that's a quick question about it. So yeah, just search for an answer on YouTube and everywhere. You should be able to find some tutorials to take you into the Ads Manager. But if you need help, just a quick one, you can scan this QR code and it will take you to my Fiverr gig as usual and buy me a dinner. From there, we are able to spend 30 minutes and I will walk you through on how to navigate the panels and all that in your Ads Manager so that you get better clarity about all these things. So yeah, I understand that the Ads Manager, Business Manager, Meta Business Suite and everything is actually very complicated. So that's the reason why a lot of people are actually kind of like frustrated about the whole thing. But don't worry, we can walk through this together. If you need help, scan this QR code and buy me a dinner. Then we can actually have a 30-minute Zoom call to do whatever discussion we need to do, right? So thanks for the question. Now the next one is coming from Randy. So the question goes, you have a restricted ad account. There is no option for review. You can't even know the exact reason why your account is restricted. Is there a way to recover it? Okay, if it depends on what kind of restriction you have. But usually when your ad account is restricted, you won't be able to use it to run ads anymore. But what we really want to find out is your personal profile being permanently restricted? You see, ad account restriction is fine. As long as your profile is not restricted, you can always create a new ad account to do whatever you want, which is running ads, right? But if you have a personal ad account restricted, then you won't be able to do anything with your personal ad account. Personal profile anymore. You won't be able to create a new page. You can create a new page, yes. You can't create a new ad account to run ads and etc. So you got to make sure on that. So I have got some tutorials around, on my YouTube channel that you can actually try and watch and all that, how to take it into the try to click on the buttons that shows on your ad account and everything. Go deeper and see whether are you actually having the permanent restriction on your profile. So that's the whole thing. But if you have that, basically, in my opinion, right, ad account restriction is not a big deal. I can always create more ad account, but I want to find out if my personal account is restricted. So that's the thing. However, when it comes to personal or account restriction on Facebook, whether it's a personal profile, ad account, business manager, different level has got different solutions about this. But having said that, right, when I say solution, doesn't mean that you can actually get it back. No, my solution is very simple. I always look for a workaround. Like if your personal profile is restricted, you can't do anything anymore, and borrow someone else's profile to create everything from scratch will be the way to go. But if you have an ad account restricted and your personal profile is fine, then we can actually create a new business manager and create an ad account, probably we need to create a new page. It depends whether the page is being tainted or not. So yeah, that's how we build a strategy to get it back. But what I want to highlight here is we don't really care about a restricted account. If it's gone, then gone. We just want to find a way to move forward. So you can watch my videos around and try to find your way. But if you need help, because like I say, every situation is unique in their own way. I won't be able to give you a tutorial that, oh, you do this, everything is going to be fine. But no, I need to look at your situation and, to really understand where are you at right now to provide you personalized recommendations. If you want that, same thing, scan this QR code, buy me a dinner, and then we can actually spend 30 minutes together to look at whatever situations you have. And I will provide you a, like personalized recommendations on the next best steps to take to get back into advertising. Remember, the idea here is to get back into advertising, not about getting the account back. But if you want to get your account back, I don't think I can help you. Frankly, there is no way that you can file whatever. If there is no review, then it's gone. I do not have any superior access to Meta, whatever pro team and all that to get account reinstated. I don't have that option. I don't have that privilege. Okay, but if you need help to plan your next best steps ahead to get back into advertising, scan this QR code and we can actually talk. All right. Right. Thanks for the question. Then the next one is coming from Reddit Insights. I think I asked this question the second time. Okay. I'm not sure whether you watched this replay, which is the last week's session. My answer is actually very simple. If your business manager is being restricted, you cannot remove a page that is associated to it, which means that page can no longer be used to run ads. I know it's painful. I've seen clients with hundreds of thousands of followers on the page. It's gone, means it's gone. You can still do whatever. You can still do your commenting, posting, messaging and all that. Everything is fine. The only thing you can't do is ads. I know it's painful, but yeah, that's what it is right now. So what I would always recommend is, like create a new page to run ads, and the existing page, you can always use it to tell them that, hey, I've got a new page. It depends. You can actually have both page running. It doesn't really hurt. People won't get really confused as long as you have content posted on both. So yeah, but the quick answer to this is you can't remove your page from a restricted business manager. Okay, all right, thanks for the question. And the next one is coming from Voss. This is a very straightforward question, which my answer is, well, what is your problem? If you can't tell me what is your problem, how am I supposed to help? So the whole way of answering question here is please pose your question as a question. You can write long. And what I'll do is I'll do my best to answer your question. But having said that, however, there are certain situations like permanent restrictions, account restrictions and whatnot, right? There is no, like one answer fit for all that kind of answer for, this kind of situation. We still need to look at your account. We need to do screen share, dive into whatever it is to really provide, understand what it is, the real situation that you're facing, and to provide you personalized recommendations to move forward. So when it comes to that kind of situation, you can try pose your questions. I will definitely do my best to answer on the following week. But if you need help, really like you have something that you require some explanation and all that, this is the best way. Okay, scan this QR code. It will actually take you to my Fiverr gig. So you can buy me a dinner, and from there, you can schedule a 30-minute Zoom call with me. And from there, we can actually have personalized discussion, one-on-one discussion. And I'll do my best to understand the situation and provide, the best steps to really like overcome your situation or to move on from wherever you are. So yeah, scan this QR code, and yeah, I look forward to talk to you. Thanks for dropping by. And the next one is coming from Tree Craft Bonsai. So it says you have boosted a post, you made payment, it was charged. Okay, so you don't see you don't feel it's working. Okay, how do you check and what to do if it's not? Now, like I mentioned, if you are running ads already, if you are sure that you are charged and you spend the money, go into your business manager. Now, if you're on the page itself, you can actually look for on the left-hand side, there should be something called Ad Sender or something. So that's a simplified version of Ads Manager. So going in there, you'll be able to see all your accounts, active or inactive. You can see the numbers, the metrics and stuff like that. So the Ad Sender. And the other one is you can actually go into your Ads Manager, which is in there. It has a more robust or to certain people it's complicated, but it really gives you the entire overview, and you are able to draw out specific metrics to understand the performance of your campaign. And to me, it's very simple, right? Whether you are having a successful campaign or a not so successful one, okay, we need to know why. That's my philosophy. Agree or disagree, right? My philosophy is, if we are having a successful campaign, we want to know why, because we want to really like replicate the success and take it to the next level. I want to spend more money to make more money, isn't it? Now, when you have a failed campaign, we want to know why we failed, what actually caused the failure of the campaign. Otherwise, we might be making the same mistake in the future, because that's what most advertisers do, right? When a campaign stops working, they just reinvent them. We'll go back to the drawing board again, like create new ads, set up the whole campaign from scratch, which targeting similar audiences, or maybe different sets of so-called detailed targeting or interest targeting, and they run ads without really knowing what really worked. Is it a creative? Is it the audience? Is it the landing page? There are many reasons, and there are many factors that actually, like affects the success of a campaign. So that's what we need to do. So yeah, so if you try to navigate, you can Google. There are many, like on YouTube itself, there are many tutorials teaching you how to get into the dashboard and stuff like that to understand. But if you need help interpreting your campaign metrics, performance, and knowing how it is working and how to plan a strategy to move forward, I will recommend that you scan this QR code, take this gig. This is also my another gig on Fiverr. This gig is more specific. This is for Facebook advertisers that have been running ads and you're not sure whether your campaign is performing or not, and you want to know how to analyze, and you want to build a plan, to take it to the next level. This is really for you. This is where we will spend 30 minutes on over Zoom. So please be on Zoom on the native app, not the browser version, because I would have to take over your screen control, and I would draw out all the metrics that are relevant to you, and I will explain to you what is this all about. How do we build the senses of, like the connections between metrics and all that, and I will build a plan. I'll give you at least 3 to 5 steps that you can take moving forward to, like to test, hopefully to take your campaign to the next level. So yeah, it's really important to understand the numbers, and this is where we do it one-on-one. I won't be able to build a class. I tried, actually. I have classes, free training. Please go on my YouTube channel, look for under free training sections. I have a lot of things that I discussed before, which I truly believe they are useful for Facebook advertisers. But in my opinion, like every single business and campaign are unique in their own way. So we need to build like a dashboard and analytical kind of like metrics for every single campaign. So that's where we do it together. Okay, so scan this QR code, buy me a dinner, and we can spend 30 minutes or more. You actually have more campaign. You can buy, like more campaign, add-ons and stuff. So we can spend more time. So yeah, that's how we do it together. Okay, so that's that. Now, I receive these questions a lot, which is Facebook ads not getting results. In my opinion, when it comes to Facebook advertising, a lot of people always believe that whatever happens to the outcome, it must be the advertisement itself. You get what I mean? Like when you are not getting sales, it must be the ad, it must be the audience targeting, it must be the creative. When you're not getting leads, it must be the ad, it must be the audience targeting. But see, a lot of advertisers can't really see the entire customer journey as a whole picture. Okay, the conversion or the so-called the success of a Facebook ads campaign or any advertising campaign is not just about the advertisement. It only plays 50% of the role, for example, probably. Another 50% lies on your, after the click. So that's why when it comes to Facebook ads optimization, I have this on ads optimization and off ads optimization, whereby you see on ads optimization is always like we can always test new creative, but we don't simply test. We need to find out, we analyze the metrics. Like if you know that your CTR is weak, then definitely we want to see, if other creatives can bring the CTR up. If your CPM is expensive, then we probably want to test different set of audience targeting to see whether we are able to bring the CPM down. So that's one step at a time where we build a lot of hypotheses on the on ad side. It could be the optimization, it could be the objective, it could be the audience targeting, it could be the creative. There are many things that we can test over there. So that's on the on ads optimization. But having said that, very little advertisers, very few advertisers really look at the off ad optimization, which is when the person click on your ad, when they land on your website, what happens next really plays a very significant role, to get you sales. always remember the ad works as a hook to bring the audience in with the right interest. And when they land on your website, that's where your website has to do the job to convert them. So off ads optimization are really, really important because we need to know whether is the entire journey is working. You know, are people actually landing on your website, but very few of them added to cart? Then we probably have to see whether the landing page is the right place to land them. You know, probably we want to build another strategy to land them, or to actually even build a pop-up. Like the other day, I worked with a client, you know, we were actually having some successful campaign on the front ad side, you know, like the metrics on the CTR was, everything was good, but we're not getting sales, you see. That's why we built something. We added a pop-up to give her like I think it was a 5% discount. Immediately, you know, in 2 to 3 days down the road, we started getting sales already. So sometimes it's really what happened on the site itself that is really, you know, like stopping people to move forward. So we need to look at the optimization as an entire journey. That's why when a Facebook ads is not getting results, aside from inspecting the ad side, start inspecting the, you know, like the off ad side. So always remember, we need to look at it in a bird eye view. We have on ads optimization and off ads optimization. So there are many things that we can look at to really find out what really happened to your Facebook ads that are not getting real results, and to build a plan on how we can actually improve and move further. So if you need help, if you're running ads and you're seeing this kind of problem, you're not getting the sales that you are expecting, you're not getting the leads that you're expecting, right? I would like to invite you to actually take up this gig of mine. This is my Fiverr gig. Now, when you scan this QR code, it will take you to my Fiverr gig where you can actually buy me a dinner. And, you know, after that, you'll be given a link to schedule a Zoom call, 30 minutes or more with me. And that's where we actually do a deep dive into your metrics. So, you know, like we'll do screen share. So I will walk you through. First, I will tell you what kind of metrics that you need to draw out for your campaign specifically. And how do we actually connect, you know, in between metrics to make sense, whether it's a creative working, is the audience working, or is the actually landing page that is not working. So I'll actually give you full explanation of the entire thing and facts, right? I'm not plugging things from the sky. It's all based on your campaign metrics. So you will learn very useful things about understanding the metrics and all. And from there, I'll build a plan where, you know, I'll give you at least 3 to 5 steps to take, where you can actually test yourself, or you can actually join my optimization program where you can test one variable at a time. I'll teach you how to test. You know, when it comes to optimization, there are certain framework in place. So you can actually do yourself one step at a time. Hopefully, we are able to improve the campaign performance over time. This is something that we cannot rush. And I'm not telling you that I have a magic wand that I touch on it, everything is going to be like, full, everything becomes so beautiful, right? No, it's not the case. But at least this is what I've been doing for years now. So this is how I help Facebook advertisers. So I will build a plan. That's the whole idea. And if you're running ads, you want to either take it to the next level, or you want to fix what's not working, scan this QR code and I'll see you on Zoom. All right. Now let's take on, I think that's pretty much it that I have on my site. And we have a quick question over here coming from Nahawa Agency. So can you please briefly explain what's conversion API, the basic strategies for the approach? Okay, good question. Conversion API is nothing complicated. It's just an extension of the Metapixel. So the recommendation is you need to apply both. First, Metapixel is applied on the front end, which is a browser-based, cookies-based kind of like tracking tool for us to track the conversion, to actually attribution and stuff like that. And there are certain things can be missed, like, you know, maybe the cookies was not working or something like that, or some browsers was blocking that. That's why Facebook introduced the Conversion API, which is actually installed on the hosting level. So these both things are the same thing. They are actually doing the same thing. But the Conversion API serves as a backup. So when the browser side, the pixel is not working, the Conversion API is going to really like capture the data, and they will both feed back to the, you know, Meta Events Manager to help you understand your campaign performance and all that, to actually tell you all the attribution settings and all this kind of thing to come back in. So there is no strategy. The whole idea here is apply both. That's it. Okay. And really depends on the use case wise. That's really like the Events Manager use case already. So I would always recommend, if it's e-commerce, just use whatever it is. You know, like we need to have view content, add to cart, and just check out, purchase, ROAS, and all that, which in fact now Meta Conversion API and, you know, Metapixel, when it both works together, it really gives you a very strong data inflow. You really don't really need to worry too much about, like what you need to do, as long as you're using the right way to connect everything. So that's that. Yeah. Okay. But if you need help, then of course you can always scan this QR code, and we can spend 30 minutes to really discuss whatever situation that you are facing. In fact, I don't really understand. I don't really know, because different use case. So yeah, from there we can actually do this if you want. But otherwise, if you do all the reading, and if you Google or YouTube anything about Meta Conversion API, it's actually something very straightforward. It's not complicated. All right. So yeah, just apply both. That's it. All right, guys. Key. This is good. And I think we wrap on time. Thank you so much for joining me. And just in case anyone needs help, if you want a one-on-one attention to have discussion, whatever, on whatever situations that you are facing, scan this QR code, buy me a dinner, and we can spend 30 minutes on Zoom to discuss whatever challenges that you are facing. All right, with that, thank you so much for joining me. I see you next week, and good night. Bye-bye.